When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Auburn Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Vols will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thompson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Finds a man on the right. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they could hurt you. You saw it right there on the crossing.
Here's a heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Johnson wants to throw it. Got him downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
The Vols will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Looking to throw again. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
How about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. I'm trying to power it in. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Great job being physical in the middle of the defense. Goal line situation, 3rd down. Nowhere for the runner to go in the middle of the field, so he tries to use his speed to bounce it, but this ain't high school. This defense has the ability to pursue and chase and get him down.
Absolutely center cut. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman. At midfield, he's got room. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. That is no good. So it'll stay 3-0 after the missed field goal.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive lineman gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The inside handoff. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Johnson looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Matthews. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Pressure coming. He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays, game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Calls his own number. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. they come to the line. And they can't make the connection on third down.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many first downs, you've gotten right down to the doorstep. Fourth down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
On the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First play of the period, first down here. Leaves it with the running back. Past the first down marker and still running. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Second down, he'll throw it. The short hands, it's Thompson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Quarterback may change this route. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Coleman. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Complete to the right. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking to get it in. Into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. On the run, it's Lewis. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Toss to the outside. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Johnson wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
And the Vols are moving quickly down the field. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Staley. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Vols getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
A They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Johnson looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown ball!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a...
And it's blocked. He's got it, and he can go with it. He's at the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. He takes it all the way back for the defensive 2-point conversion.
How about the job by this field goal blocking? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Thompson. They stop him just a length or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Trying to set the tone with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader, and he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll try the run. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle, it's Thompson. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because
he's got it on the outside. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route, and there was no question who was going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route. He gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Jefferson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him. A nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
The Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. Breaks the tackle. Oh, my, circle, Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Johnson wants to throw it. That pass is incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Finds his tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Staley. Oh, sweet feet. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line.
And, man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Johnson looking to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off! What a play by this defense!
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll move the tight end. They'll start this drive with a pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look, so there's 2 safeties playing deep. But the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
Johnson wants to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season.
Got it! Touchdown, Volunteers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Auburn! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. They're trailing by 10 to Florida. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Johnson looking to throw. Finds the tight end. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
Makes the grab, and he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Vols in a good spot here with second and short. They're going back to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. On the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
Man, so nice to have a QB. When you need him, in the moments, can get those big third down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
The Vols back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Johnson wants to throw it. Release to the back. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the fourth quarter. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Volunteers in the hurry-up. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one. As it skips through the end zone, it'll be a touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter. Find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Finds his man. It's Coleman. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Vols! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Kane. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
To the air on first down. And he was flat, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism.
Turning it on! Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, and make him feel uncomfortable.
That's caught. It's Coleman. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
And this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Howard. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Connection to the right. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined, and that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Pulls and fires complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Johnson looking to throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Vols will snap it on first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete downfield. Touchdown Volunteers! He got a step and just dusted the field. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Coming out with it, it's Kane. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in, it's Coleman. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Craven. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Second down, they'll go to the air. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now, because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory, as we have victory formation coming. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.